C, what's going on, brother?
Man,
I see you hanging out down there, man.
Yeah, man, how y'all doing?
Tony C, tell us where you from, brother.
Man, I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. Graduated high school in Clarksville, Tennessee. Been in Lawrence for about 2.5 years now.
And you hear the swagger on Tony C? You know what I'm saying? I've been down to the sea. Come on. You know what I'm saying? I like his swagger. When he come around, I be like, damn, I wish I could be cool like that white guy. You know? But Tone, how long you been in the business?
Man, you know what? I've been playing music my whole life, man. I got a cousin that he's a drummer. He played in the band Evanescence. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
Oh yeah, I've heard of
it. Got pretty big, man. So you know, I always looked up to him, and I played drums myself as well. I started making beats probably about 5 or 6 years ago. So.
Okay. What bring you to Lawrence? What brought you to Lawrence?
My wife is from Kansas, man. So,
okay.
You know, I got 2 kids, so you know I gotta follow where they go.
Right.
She insists that we live in Kansas, so.
Right.
Yeah,
so since you've been here, you've been making beats. Tony C does beats too, you know, and he got them on YouTube. Ready for everybody. We're gonna post all of that up. We're gonna post Tony Gaines information up and all the rest of the guys. I just want to get Tony C on here because we just started working with him. Now he had been working with Nova, right?
Yes, sir.
Was you signing Nova's label? Or?
No, I mean I've never signed any paperwork in my life, man. I try to mess with everybody that that makes good music. If you want to make good music, I'm always down to work with you.
Now,
before I sign the paperwork, you know, I really try to do my own thing.
Now I had heard a rumor that at one time y'all were going to do a deal together.
Oh man, we talk.
Right. Now, Tone, could you tell us? I'm sorry, Tony C. Could you tell us what? Could you name drop for some of the artists that you've worked with since you've been here, or artists you've worked with in the past that you want to shout out to?
Man, I've you know, a lot of the people that I work with are down south.
Okay.
I got a dude named Smoke. I do a lot of work with. He just signed Rock Solid Music.
Okay.
Which is T-Rock's label. I don't know if you know what T-Rock is, but you probably remember him from 3 6 Mafia.
Okay.
3 6 Mafia.
Okay.
But, I just sold a couple beats to this cat named Gold Rush in Florida. He's on Trick Daddy label, Slip and Slide. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, good.
I try to branch out, man. You know, like I said, that's why I want to come on here and do this. You know, try to put a face to my music. Cause a lot of people here don't know who I am.
Right.
So here I am, man. You know, I'm messing with Booger, Nova, Diddy Bob.
Okay.
Not a whole lot of the cats, man.
Right. Tell us, what's the name of your company?
Man, I'm just Tony C Productions, man. You know,
Okay.
I really ain't got a company, man.
So can we find you like that on YouTube?
Man, you can find
Facebook?
me on YouTube. The YouTube is youtube.com/TheRealTonyCBeats. Everything's spelled out properly. Facebook.com/Tony C Productions. Twitter @TonyCBeats. You know, that's basically it.
He knew all of his. I don't even know all of mine. I don't know all my Twitter
They all
and
right
stuff
here.
like that. Now what we're going to get into is we're going to get into a segment. I want to thank the guys for coming out, but we're going to get into a segment now, which is the legalization of marijuana.
Yeah.
Do you think it should be legalized?
No.
No? Okay, Tom says no. that's probably politically. Tony C, what do you think?
I say yeah, man. Of course. I see no problem with it.
What is one of the reasons you think it should be legalized?
So I ain't got to worry about getting pulled over.
That's right.
But nah, man, I mean, really though, I mean, what wrong does it do? You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of drunk people that, and everybody heard this, said this, but you know, a lot of drunk people, you know, ruining life and stuff, you know, getting DUI, wrecks. You know, I've had people that I've known die from that stuff. You know, never has anybody got high, and, you know what I'm saying? Drunk drove and crashed into a car full of kids or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Just
probably forgot his keys.
Yeah. Tom, what about you?
No, I mean, I obviously, if you know me at all for like 2 minutes, 2 seconds, yeah, I think we should legalize marijuana. Absolutely.
What is one of the reasons you think, real quick?
One of the reasons that I'll go all the way political on you. I mean, you know, there's people out here that are in pain and need that.
You know that's a good one.
My back hurt right now.
Your back hurt right now?
Okay. I don't do drugs. Like,
Right.
I don't do, that's
Right.
I mean, just seriously,
Right,
like, I don't
exactly.
take aspirins and I don't take NyQuil and nothing. I don't do none of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So for people that are like that, that can help you.
Right,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
There's a lot of things that, you know, especially cancer patients.
I know, true.
You going on that chemo and you don't want to eat and everything's falling out. Well, you smoke,
Right.
you're gonna eat something or everything.
I got you.
You know?
Now, that brings me to the marijuana question. Dondilla's 5 reasons for legalizing marijuana. Now, I noticed that the politicians that have been out here, they've been talking their politics, but they haven't been addressing marijuana so much, maybe because we're not on the West Coast. But I got 5 reasons. Y'all want to hear those? The first one, we can use hemp instead of trees and make our clothes, paper, and everything else. And we'll help save the planet. That'll help. Number 2, all the people worried about losing money in the logging industry, you ain't got to worry. Just invest in Little Debbie's, Dolly Madison, and food companies, and you should be safe. Number 3, there will be less violence because everybody's happy. Number 4, even the government can tax it and get out of our pockets. Number 5, the main reason, now this should appeal to everybody. Number 5 is the farmers make money from growing weed and produce at the same time. What's your name?
My name is Blossom Kyle, BLOSSOM-KYLE, and I'm from Lawrence, Kansas.
Cool. Now, do you follow politics?
I do a little.
Do you plan on voting for this election?
Yes, it's the first year I can vote.
Do you think marijuana should be legalized?
I think marijuana should be regulated, not legalized, because if it's regulated, then it will help. It'll help the country's debt by being able to tax it and such.
What about smoking it? So you don't think people should be able to smoke it and not worry about, the police arresting them?
I think it should be decriminalized, but they should also, they should not sell it to everyone.
Okay. Could you tell us your name?
My name is Ellie Detheridge.
Could you spell it for us?
ELLIEDETHERAGE.
Have you been following politics?
Yes, a little bit.
Are you voting this
Yes,
year?
I am.
Good. Now, we're talking about marijuana. Do you think marijuana should be legalized?
Yes, I do.
Could you explain one reason why?
One reason, I think that it hurts the economy when the government spends so much money trying to fight all the marijuana, the criminal stuff, and the activities that go along with it. And I think if they would just legalize it, they could tax it, it would help our economy, it would decrease people in jail, it would decrease the amount the government has to spend on rehabs and everything like that.
Cool. Well, thank you, Ellen.
You're welcome.
And where do you live?
I'm from Lawrence, Kansas.
All righty. Take it easy.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Well, my name is Glenn. People from the hood know me as Kilo. Some people know me as 40.
And where you from?
KCK. Raised in Dot. Born and raised in the Wyandotte County area.
What do you think about the legalization of marijuana?
I think slowly but surely, each state will come to the agreements as these other states like Colorado, California, that has statewide legalized it. I know it's going to be a problem with the federal laws for quite a while because of the taxation, but to me, alcohol is worse than marijuana. We have more deaths, more killings, more issues of drinking in public, DWIs, DUIs, with just alcohol alone. If there was a taxation rate for the marijuana, I don't think it would be an issue or problem at all. I think what's taking so long at this point is just figuring the ins and outs of how they can legalize it, tax it, where the state and the government is getting their fair share of the money instead of the actual farm crop grower or the distributors or what may be.
I'm fresh to death in my whole hood took a loss. You know we bout to get it back. showing off with the whip, about to get it jacked. K-Town, crime down, hood, get it there. Smoking on some purple rain, the so close to good fellas. If we make it rain in the club, you need an umbrella. Red sheet 758, tilted to the right. Ice so bright, turn to midnight to daylight. Just know what it is whenever we enter the doorway. Looking hella softer than a four-way. Why they call y'all heavyweights? Dog, it ain't my wayside. Even though I keep that foe by my wayside. Either rapping and clapping, we bring the heat, bro. Hot to death like an old man with a heat stroke. So when the hit the fan, and they be like, who did it? With some Kansas place and a Casey Fitty. I press the depth in my eyes. I go hard in my eyes. I look good in my eyes. I'm stunting on them in my eyes. I press the depth in my eyes. I go hard in my eyes. I look good in my eyes. I'm stunting on them in my eyes.
I'm in my raw blue KC fitted hat. Cock to the left, to the front, or the back. Out of town forever, reppin' city to state. Hood to hood, got them all screaming heavyweight. You can find me doing me in my on the block, on the street in my at the bar, in the club in my when I'm about to bust a I'm from a city where ain't nothing but money to be made. And being broke, went out with hot top fade. No forgetting no one, making something out of nothing. Just cause you know the handshake don't make you my cousin. You had to shade all your haters away. Mad cause I'm what's up and you just okay. Wanna know where I'm from and where I'm at. All you do is check my fitted hat.
I press the depth in my eyes. I go hard in my eyes. I look good in my eyes. I'm stunting on them in my eyes. I press the depth in my eyes. I go hard in my eyes. I look good in my eyes. I'm stunting on them in my eyes. My KC fitted hat sure look tight when I'm rolling in my BMW 740i. And this ain't no fairy tale, but just Snow White. Peter Pan, peanut butter, even on the inside. Make you wanna eat a sandwich with some bread, no doubt. Even get a little head with the brains blown out. Smoking on that Keisha Cole, so we look a little high. Put some dubs on the we look a little high.
In my KC fitted hat, KC came.
So, we sitting here with NEOSTAR. Fam, welcome to the show, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
I'm glad you finally got a chance to get on. You've been real busy. Mostly in the studio, I guess. You the man responsible for the most of the beats that's coming on the show now today, you know. So I appreciate that. But tell you what, I'm going to get into the first question. Where are you originally from?
Chi-Town, of course, Chicago, Illinois.
Chi-Town. How long you been living here in Lawrence?
About 22, 23 years now.
Yeah, 20, 22 years. Yeah, both of us. I think you came a couple of years before I came, because I came in 92. Yeah, see, I came in 92. So since you've been here since 89, you got to see most of the artists develop coming here in 89, really. You know, getting to see them here and there, and, you know, as they grew. Let's say, for instance, Mac Man Supreme. Do you remember anything about him back in the day?
Of course. I remember seeing the first local hip-hop video on Channel 6.
Okay.
That's my memory of Mac Man.
That was Mac Man, huh? Yeah. How was the video? I never got to see it.
It was cool. I mean, for local music, nobody was doing it.
Right.
So you can't really take away from what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whether it was good or bad. Right. It was effort, and you could see it.
Right. I got you. GQ. Papa Rich. How did you first hear about him or anything, you know, doing music?
Back in high school, Dale and Mark, I used to kind of, you know, hang around them, watch them on the turntables or whatever, and later on I found out that they were doing the beats for GQ, and I heard this tape, and I was like, what? This is the dope shit I heard, you know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, back then, he was doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Still doing it, but.
Tell you what, how many years have you been in music?
I would say probably back around 2001, I started messing around with Fruity Loops, you know, just trying to figure it out or whatever. Didn't really come to anything, and then my boy Tone, he won a contest, a beat making contest, and he was like, bro, you should be making beats. And he gave me the equipment that he won in that contest with some dope sounds, and he said, just keep banging them out, and about 2005, 2006, I was introduced to Reason, and since then, I just pretty much, you know, that's my life, is Reason, my family.
All right, I feel you, fam. So, could you tell me who are some of the artists you've been working with since you got in?
Well, for starters, everybody probably already know Tony Gaines, KP, Donndilla, of course, Deuce, Diamond G, Boy Big, Casanova, GQ.
I got you. You got a list. You know, one of the things I wanted the listeners to know, because, you know, like I say, you've been banging out the good music, and your music kind of goes along with South House style of music that brought me and Deucey together to start writing. And your music fits right in. It took me into that next level. Like, you know, that's why I came up with the term grown folks hip hop, with me and you know, sitting back. You know, my thing is, what do you bring to hip hop? What do you think you bring to hip hop?
First of all, I think I bring soul, which has been missing for a long time. And I have my own sound, my own style. I took pieces from each corner of the states, you know, and just kind of tried to put that together to create my own sound. And this far, I mean, I think I've done a pretty good job at it. I know I can do better, but I'm happy with where I am right now as far as a producer goes.
All right.
It's why I want to be a part of Local Legends is because there's a message that we're trying to get out. It's not just about grown folks, but in general it is. But our kids need to understand that we need to stick together. Period. We need to stick together.
I like that.
Let's video.
Part two. T.A. Smart and legendary tracks to hooked up one more time. Walk with me. That's tracks, y'all. Listen. Hey. And the legendary track stuff. Put your left foot in front of your right foot. Walk with me through the city shop where the roads be. Have I heard you put it down? I'm Chicago's first. But reppin' Crooktown. With the mention the gang banging in my lyrics. Now these power just cause I did it. But ain't no love. This ain't ill because they know who get the pub for this. T.A. Smart, Southside, GDs and BDs and bike stores. Throw it high. I'm definitely a tour guide. And since 97, no one has ever repped as the truest mind. Y'all remember folks who were folks with the fourth sign? They know that coaster. 49th States, remember? But just a few minutes off, you had these on the back finger. We call it the low, but back on 53rd and State, them MCs was running the hole. You had police stations up in the Taylor, they did, but they can't fade us. Who we beat? City side and its vice lords. And in 1850, in St. Charles, Illinois, the first shot game, they tell me the founder was known, and that was Perry. And yeah, when the 60s came up, there was another gang named the Black Keystone Rangers, and the main 21. Of course, you know Jeff Ford, Chief Malik still leading them. But coming up behind the field was David Barksdale, Larry Hoover, BGDN. That drove with the 6 And back in the 80s, cause the confrontations, it was the bloodiest of murders that have ever occurred due to territory disputes and flipping them birds. If there was money to be earned, you're not supposed to serve. Get you built on the nerve to walk with me. Come and dance up in the south side. Come and acting like you hard, then leave your mouth wide. Walk with me. And over east, no peace. Catch one in the head and end up in the streets. Walk with me. And don't let you to try the west side. They're kids to show you that they the best side. My North Pole. Put your left foot in front of your right foot. Walk with me. Let's take a trip to the North Pole. But wait, before we go, let me holler at you first, Joe. I know you probably wondering, yo, why he hit every other side but he didn't mention the pole? But no, I ain't never home north before. Ain't the type sitting right about shit I don't know. But I hit the Vision City 11, 9, and 4. And now I'm at the North Pole, rapping and told it. About the MCs on Leaning and Broad. The Latin Kings that's repping North Shore and Clark. The GDs that be up in the dub. The niggas that kill Park don't be giving the world. Like lovers on your walking cow. Them gangsters come from the jungle off the street called How. What? Wild bullet till you got IGs and up a million stones on. Going to Caddies. Them double lies in the mix. And then you got them Syrian kings from California and Peterson. I ain't no bitch. You go to Homer Park, see Latinos cause nobody else is using them. Them SDs on fire. Like kings on Burren and Winthrop. Montrose and Lions. SDs on Granville and Winthrop. CBLs under the L and get you a police escort. Go to dance to the south side. Come and acting like you hard, they'll leave your mouth. What? And over east, no peace. Catch one in the head and end up dead in the streets. What? And on the to try the west side. They're keeping to show you that they the best side. I know the heat. Put your left foot in front of your right foot and da 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 da. DA Smart. And the legendary track stuff. DA Smart, y'all. Give it up for DA Smart one more time. Hey. Oh. If y'all got $10 in your pocket to spare, get the Nation Business album. It's out. My album. It's a street album. Cop that shit. It's all about you. For sure. Cop that $10. Holla at
Okay, Rockwell, tell us, man, okay, when was the first time you started rapping?
I was about 11 to 12 years old. You know, we were just doing some freestyles, recording it on tape, you know, me and a couple of the fellas, and since then I got into writing, you know, and progressing my skills.
Now tell us what local artists that you know that you could remember, or artists that you were listening to at that age that helped to inspire you into getting into the hip hop?
Really the first local tape that I remember is the Little Kings, my boy Fat Mac, my boy Shell, and that's the first tape that I really remember putting it down, you know what I'm saying? And you know, since then I've been inspired to progress with the movements, you know, and do something for myself.
All right. And now who was the what group you think that was put together in Lawrence that could have made it that didn't make it?
Well, we all know that question, Bomb Squad, you know, but I mean, there's a lot of other groups that, you know what I'm saying, people really ain't get an exposure to that could have made it, and that's why we need this What's Poppin', so we can get everybody out there that hasn't been heard a voice, you know, and get it going.
My name is Chris Edwards, aka MR.HALF, aka Michael Harris Jr.
Now tell us, what age did you start rapping?
About 9 or 10.
About 9 or 10. Okay, what influenced you to get into rap, being that you live in a small town?
Just the fact that, like, you know, certain things that I was going through, you know what I mean, like as far as you know, the things that I rap about, it's real life things, and my friends and the people that, you know what I mean, that I rap with influenced me to rap, you know what I'm saying? Okay,
who were the first local rappers that you felt inspired you? Who was the first that you remember?
I'm gonna have to say, I mean, Donndilla the Great. I mean, one of the the first, pretty much. And Chill, you know what I'm saying, Mac, all that back from Feel My Nine, and the couple songs that they did, shot videos for, you know what I'm saying. I got to see that when I was younger. It kind of inspired me to go out there and get it,
Okay. Well, what kind of music would you say that you do? What genre of hip hop do you do?
I would have to say mine falls between like gangster music, you know what I'm saying, for real, and not hyphy music, but you know what I mean, like get it right in the club, you know what I'm saying, or you might be going through some things and hype you up right quick, you know what I'm saying.
Okay, so you starting a new record label?
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
MR.HALF. MR.HALF Entertainment.
MR.HALF Entertainment.
Yeah.
Okay, what's have you the name of your album? What's the name of your album that you're gonna?
The name of my album is gonna be To Whom It May Concern. You know what I'm saying? Because if it don't concern you, it don't. But I mean, like, as far as like, if you feel me, if you could feel what I'm going through, you know what I'm saying? Feel me.
Now, one more last question that everybody's getting asked. Could you sit here and name all the rappers of Lawrence that you know?
Every last one?
Try.
Okay, I'm gonna start. Donndilla the Great, Chill, GQ, Clack, Tony Gaines, CZ, Do-So, A. Chris, Mr. Half Dead, Mr. Rockwell, Big Yank, Lil Yank, Will, Jaja, Front Page Mage, Nova. Man, that's the list, man.
All right. You got further than some people, but everybody's getting tested, so we're gonna see who know the most.
Be White.
Okay, you done now. You done named yours. Can you name for me, off your head, the rappers of Lawrence?
Ooh, really put me on the spot.
Let's try to go through some.
My boy Tony Gaines, Mr. Monopolist GQ, my boy CZ, my boy Big Tube, Tootie Baby, my boy Little Genius, Tone, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Be White, Lil Chris doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? Who else? I know a lot of people, so Fat Mac, the Winner Circle, you know what I'm saying? Really put me on the spot. I mean, I know a lot of people. I know everybody from Lawrence, born and raised. So
cool.
I mean,
cool. This is just a test that everybody gonna get. You know what I'm saying? To see, who knows who.
Yeah.
Well, man, we want to thank you, and I appreciate it, brother.
Already, thank you for having me out. You know what I'm saying?